a volunteer for Special Olympics, a four-year member of the Honor Roll as well. Connor will be attending the University of Jamestown in North Dakota, where he signed his letter of intent to continue his soccer career while he pursues a degree in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, Connor Warren. The next Cobbler senior tonight is Ryan Wetch. His parents are Penny and Scott Wetch. Ryan is a three-year letter winner in football, a two-year letter winner in basketball, and a two-year letter winner in track. Next year, Ryan plans on attending Western Dakota Tech for HVAC technician. Congratulations, Cobbler senior Ryan Wetch. The next Cobbler senior tonight is Isaiah Whiting, and his grandmother, Paula Packard, is here tonight. Isaiah is a three-year letter winner in basketball. Isaiah is currently undecided on his plans for after high school. Congratulations to Isaiah Whiting. And the final senior tonight is Brooklyn Young. Her parents are Nicole and Michael Young. This is Brooklyn's second year as a manager for the boys basketball team. She is a four-year letter winner in soccer, a two-year letter winner in track, and a one-year letter winner in boys basketball for manager. Was awarded the 2021 Girls Soccer JV Top Cobbler, the 2022 Girls Soccer Varsity Top Cobbler, was named to the 2023 SBSHSCA Academic All-State Team for Girls Soccer, is a member of the CHS National Honor Society, an academic letter winner, and currently has a 4.0 GPA. Brooklyn is currently undecided where she wants to attend but plans on pursuing a degree in criminal justice. How about a hand for Brooklyn Young? Congratulations to all the Cobbler seniors, and we wish you good luck in the future.
Kid wrecked his car, his third car. The kid needs a car. We need the kid to have a car. What did I do? I begged my insurance agent for mercy. That's another story. Then I went to Copper Motors in Rapid City and found a safe, reliable car.
Copper Motors is a small, trusted dealership specializing in safe, quality pre-owned vehicles. No pressure, no hassle. Each vehicle is inspected, serviced, and detailed with a warranty like no other. Copper Motors, corner of Campbell and Omaha.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we are here to help you make your comeback. Our team is standing by to diagnose and treat your injury with some of the most advanced treatment options available and same-day appointments. Monument Health practitioners work closely with our therapists and physicians in communities throughout the Black Hills, with locations in Rapid City and Spearfish. Visit monument.health/orthopedics for more information. That's monument.health/orthopedics for more information.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Crossroads Hotel and Huron Event Center is an excellent choice for travelers visiting Huron, offering a family-friendly environment alongside many helpful amenities designed to enhance your stay. Crossroads Hotel is a family-friendly hotel offering air conditioning, refrigerator, desk, and a free Wi-Fi for all guests. The hotel features a 24-hour front desk, room service, and a newspaper. Plus, guests can enjoy a pool and a lounge, which have made theirs a popular choice among travelers visiting Huron. Enjoy your stay in Huron by staying at Crossroads Hotel.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. I'm State Farm agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Matt McCormick, I'm ready to help. Call 348-0464 for surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today. Lucky for us.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399. Sear Black Hill Steakhouse is a proud supporter of local youth sports. They invite you to experience the difference at the area's newest locally owned steakhouse. From their local and regional sourced ingredients to their perfectly seared steaks, you're sure to enjoy. They look forward to seeing you. Sear Black Hill Steakhouse is a proud supporter of all local youth sports. Sear Black Hill Steakhouse, experience the difference.
Shop the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Honda certified pre-owned at Denny Menhol Rushmore Honda. Buy with no money down and get financing as low as 1.99% APR. 1.99. Plus, we have a lot full of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports, and domestics. Many are local one-owner trade-ins. Buy with zero down and make no payments for 90 days. See us at Denny Menhol Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com. Shop the area.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
And welcome back to Nas Gymnasium in Rapid City. It's game 2 of our doubleheader, with the boys taking to the court now as Rapid City Central gets set to battle the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. That's coming up next right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. Hello once again and welcome back. I'm Jerome Wickersham along with Dean Gurr. We want to welcome you to the J&J Truck and Auto Body pregame show presented by J&J Truck and Auto Body. For the highest quality work and hassle-free customer service, let J&J take the stress away and get your vehicle back on the road. That's J&J Truck and Auto Body on East Philadelphia Street in Rapid City. So the Rapid City Central Cobblers, they're fresh off of just their second win of the season as they defeated the Douglas Patriots on Tuesday. Central is 2-14 on the season, and right now the Cobblers are in 17th place in the Class AA standings. Meanwhile, the Sturgis Scoopers have climbed into the 15th place in Class AA with a record of 5 wins and 10 losses. So first off, Rapid City Central, they picked up their first home win of the season on Tuesday, downing Douglas 53-45. Isaiah Whiting led 3 Cobblers in double-figure scoring with 18 points, followed by Colton Carlson with 12 and Ryan Letch with 10. Again, Dean, a nice win for the Cobblers, but now it's back to work as they try to make a run to get into that SODAC 16.
You're right, and when you look at, the SODAC bracket, if you will, the Cobblers are going to be one of the first three out, the bottom 3 when it comes to it. If they don't do something here tonight, they have to take care of business tonight. They have to get this win. And then they obviously, next weekend, they have to beat the Cavaliers on Monday night.
Game they added.
Yeah, and so some big games here. They got to put it all together. The Scoopers, this game means a whole lot more to the Cobblers than it does to the Scoopers. If the Scoopers don't win tonight, I don't think it's like, now all of a sudden they're not going to make the SODAC 16. I think they got plenty more of opportunities to make that happen. But momentum-wise, confidence-wise, they got to know that they can beat the Cobblers tonight. Cobblers haven't had that great of a season. Neither of the Scoopers for that fact, but I think that the Scoopers have to feel confident coming in saying, you know what, this might be a year that we can actually beat them and give them strength into that momentum heading into the SODAC 16.
And for the Sturgis Scoopers, like we mentioned, they're in 15th place, but, they're moving up slowly in the standings, and, despite, or I should say that they do have 4 straight home games coming up after tonight. They're coming off of a nice win the other night, taking on the Belfouche Bronx. Obviously, Belfouche down a little bit this year, but nonetheless, a Black Hills Conference victory for the Scoopers as they try to carry some of that momentum into tonight then.
Yeah, it is, and they played Hot Springs the week before, and they actually kind of hung in that game. They actually led it early, and then Hot Springs went just too athletic for them, the Scoopers, but they kind of hung around good enough there, so you get a little bit of confidence out there that they can hang when they need to. They just got to put a lot of things together at the right time, and that's kind of what they need here. They really need to play inspired basketball tonight for them to have a chance at making that SODAC game.
Again, you're listening to the J&J Truck and Auto Body pregame show right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. Dean, before we get to our keys to the game, when you look at these two teams, the Cobblers and the Scoopers, how do they match up? How do they compare coming into this ball game?
Well, I actually think they match up fairly well. Obviously for the Scoopers and how they have Heinert and what he can do. He can carry that club a lot. You have Whiting on the other side and how he can carry the club. They kind of they're a little bit similar in what they do. I think Heinert's more of a pure shooter than Whiting is. Whiting's just kind of a little bit more of an opportunistic guy, underneath who can handle the rock a little bit, whereas Heinert's more of the shooter type. But each team, they're so similar as they have that kind of one guy that really just stands out, even though they've got other players that are significant contributors. But in general, just that one guy has to have it for them night in and night out, and otherwise each team will struggle if that doesn't happen.
So we're just moments away from the tip-off tonight between Rapid City Central and the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. Let's take a look at today's keys to the game. They're being brought to us by Dakota Discount RV. You can find the key to building lasting family memories with a new or pre-owned RV from Dakota Discount RV. Just take a look at their great selection of RVs at 2 locations. That's Dakota Discount RV. Find them across from Cobblers and also on JB Road in Blackhawk. Dean, what will it ultimately come down to tonight for either of these two teams to get a victory?
Well, when you look at the big picture for both of these clubs tonight, they both have to be able to play inspired basketball. They have to have confidence to know that they can come out here and they can compete with the opponent on the other side of the court. It's got to start there. Now, from then on, it's really just fundamental. It's boxing out, it's turning over, and it's being able to move the ball on offense. Watching both of these clubs here the last couple of games, they think they're just going to rely on their athleticism and just kind of jump in the air and get a ball, to be honest. Unfortunately, there's just limited boxing out, true fundamental basketball. That has to happen tonight for each of these clubs. They turn the ball over way too much. They're streaky at times. You can see them, play well, and then all of a sudden they just kind of sink back down. So 2 extremely similar ball clubs. Someone's got to come out on top. And is it the one who makes less turnovers? Is it the one who's knocking down shots tonight? It's really hard to tell tonight, what the key for each of these clubs is going to be tonight.
And again, that is our keys to the game. Both being brought to us by Dakota Discount RV. And you can find Dakota Discount RV at 2 locations across from Cabela's and also on JB Road in Blackhawk. We are going to step aside for 1 minute. When we come back, we'll run down some scores for you. Then we'll get you set for with the starting lineups and the tip-off when we return in 1 minute on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City, and also on GoCobblersLive.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS. Do you have a
Looking for top-notch printing services? Choose Preferred Printing, your South Dakota union printer. We provide mailing services, create banners, vehicle decals, stationery and business forms, event materials including specialty items, apparel, and more. Our skilled team brings your vision to life with exceptional quality and attention to detail. And as a locally veteran-owned shop, we're dedicated to serving our community. Experience the difference with Preferred Printing. Visit us at preferredsd.com or call 605-333-0535 today. Looking for top-notch printing service?
Welcome back to the J&J Truck and Auto Body pregame show presented by J&J Truck and Auto Body on East Philadelphia Street in Rapid City. As we get you set for tip-off here tonight, it is game 2 of our doubleheader. It's the boys' game between Rapid City Central and the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. Again, with Dean Gurr, I'm Jerome Wickersham. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday night. It's our first of 2 nights of action right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. If you're just joining us, earlier tonight in girls basketball, Rapid City Central defeated Sturgis 58-23. That is the 3rd straight win for the Lady Cobblers. They're now 8-10 on the season. Some other scores real quick tonight in boys basketball action. Some other scores. So I'm looking at girls' scores. I know Hill City was taking on Rapid City Christian tonight. At the end of 3, it's Rapid City Christian 39, Hill City 33 in girls' basketball. Wow. So in Hill City right now, the top team in that region. With 5 minutes left in the 4th, it's Custer 58, leads Deadwood 28. Again, no score between Red Cloud Hot Springs or Lakota Tech or White River. But again, we'll have more scores for you coming up throughout the course of the night. Looking at today's starting lineups, they're being built by Connect Home Center. Whether it's residential or commercial, Connect Home Center is your one-stop shop for all of your building and hardware needs. Connect Home Center, your hometown lumber yard since 1928. First for the visiting Sturgis Brown Scoopers. They will go with number 3, Keegan Wormstop, who is a 6'1 junior guard. Also getting the starting nod for the second straight game is number 4, Hayden Rock, a 5'10 sophomore guard. Also number 22, Carter Williams, a 6'4 junior. Number 24 and leading scorer for the Scoopers, Ryan Heiner, a 6'3 junior forward. And then lastly, number 12, Ty Petracco, a 5'11 junior guard. Head coach in his first year for the Sturgis Brown Scoopers is Dan Skinner. And now for the home team, the Rapid City Central Cobblers. They will go like this. Number 2, Jet Janfrin, a 6'1 senior guard. Number 12, Ryan Wetch, a 6'4 senior forward. Number 20, Trey Brandrup, who stands 6'2" and a senior forward for the Cobblers. In the middle is number 22, Colton Carlson, a 6'3 senior post player. And then number 23, Isaiah Whiting, coming in, averaging a little better than 12 points per game. Whiting is a 6'1 senior guard. Head coach for the Rapid City Central Cobblers is TJ Hay. Let's meet the officials for this ball game. The Law on the Court is brought to us by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Today's officials are Dean Nick Gottlieb. We'll be tossing the ball tonight. Hello, Mr. Nick. And then we got Matt Kemp and Jim Fugate. Okay. Jim from Kadoka. Gottlieb from Spearfish. So, we're ready to go. The Scoopers in their black uniforms with the red numbers. The Cobblers in their white uniforms with the gray numbers. The tip controlled by the Scoopers, going from right to left. Here's Rock in the front court. They go to Heinert, now left side to get it to Wormstad. Wormstad looking in from the wing, back to Heinert. Heinert pulls up, shoots the 3 from the top of the key. That's no good. Janvrin chases down the loose ball, back the other way. Come the Cobblers, going from left to right. There's Carlson. A nice look as he comes to the basket and puts it into 2. Or puts it in for 2.
Can I tell you, Carlson needs to have a big game. If the Cobblers expect to win this game, Carlson needs to be that X factor.
Cobblers up early, 2-0. 30 seconds gone by in the first quarter. Here's Heinert, the basketball. Left side, Wormstad. He gets in the paint. The running jumper is good for Tegan Wormstad. We're tied now at 2 apiece. 45 seconds gone by in the quarter. Jet Janvrin into the front court. Of course, he's going to go play basketball for Mount Marty College. Here's Isaiah Whiting spotting up and knocking down the jumper.
Just a smooth one. The Scoopers have to know where he's at all times.
2-point lead now for the Cobblers, 4-2. With 1 minute gone by in quarter number 1. Heinert the basketball around the screen, gets to the top of the key. Now into the left corner, there's Rock for 3, and he knocks it down. Again, Rock, due to injuries, has worked his way into the starting lineup. He started against Belfouche, and a nice addition for the Scoopers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Carlson trying to get it to Whiting. Instead, miscommunication. The ball is stolen. Back the other way into the front court. Williams the basketball. Gives it to Heinert. He'll fire the 3. That one is no good. The ball is tapped around. It's going to be controlled by the Cobblers. Cobblers back the other way in the front court. They trail by 1, 5-4 on the State Farm scoreboard. Janvrin wanted to drive. Instead, he gives it to Carlson. Carlson left side to Whiting on the wing. Whiting around the screen, gets to the free throw line, fires the jumper, and that one misses everything. And I don't think anyone got a hand on it. I mean, it was an air ball,
which is kind of crazy because it's not like Isaiah's a poor shooter. So
absolutely, Isaiah Whiting coming into the ball game, shooting 41% on the season. Driving is Rock at the other end, and he drives the lane and lays it in for 2. That's 5 points for the sophomore, Hayden Rock. Brandrup left side to Whiting. Whiting in the paint, kicks it outside to Janvrin. Janvrin now left side to Ryan Wetch. He's wide open for 3 and cashes in. 7-7 with 5:29 to go in the first. Heinert Left side, gets it to Wormstadt. He'll put up the jumper, bounces around the rim, no good. Wormstadt chases down the loose ball. Wormstadt to Rock, now to Williams, but it's stolen by Isaiah Whiting. He goes coast to coast and gets the layup. Isaiah Whiting got up slow there as he hit the wall after the layup. Here's Heiner, left side, they go to Wormstadt. Wormstadt in the paint. Bounce pass, goes to Petracco, now to Williams. Williams splits the defenders and a travel on Williams.
Yeah, he tried to split the defenders there. Carlson was right there. Like, dude, I didn't do anything. And he hits Carlson, trying to get around him, and ends up bouncing off of him.
Real quickly, we have a pause in the action. Rapid City Christian girls get the win over Hill City 55 to 49.
Wow, that is a huge win.
Big win in that region.
Yeah, kind of shake things up there.
It does.
Next week is the region. I think that's their last game, I believe.
Trey Brandrup from the top of the key. His three is in and out, no good. At the other end, Peyton Ortlib is checked in the ball game. Gets the ball, and they go it over to Heiner. Now into the left corner. The three is up. That one bounces around the rim, no good. We're going to get a whistle.
Yep. Noah Schaefer's in the game for the Scoopers. Big fella early on.
Schaefer's a 6'9" junior. They work it around. Rock. Over to Ortlib. Now back to Rock. Top of the key. He'll hand it off to Heinert. Heinert around the screen of Kano. Now back to his left. Gets in the lane. Fadeaway jumper is good for Ryan Heinert. His first basket. We're tied at 9 apiece now with 3:55 to go in the first. Janvrin, right side to Wetch. Cross-court pass to Whiting. Whiting in the paint. Gives the ball to Wetch. He'll shoot from the free throw line. That one's no good. Scoopers come away with it. Here comes Hayden Rock. He'll slow it down for the Scoopers as he crosses midcourt. Rock spins to his right. Now gives the ball to Kano. Kano back to Rock in the right corner. Rock drives the baseline. Had the ball knocked out of his hands. Gets it outside. There's the three. That one is no good for Ortlib. Whiting comes away with it. Whiting gives the ball to Janvrin. Now into the left corner to Wetch. Cross-court pass to Whiting. Whiting on the near side as we sit courtside here at the media table. To Brandrup, giving the ball to Janvrin, but he threw it back. Brandrup throws it behind Janvrin, and he can't chase it down.
Yeah, Janvrin was cutting down the sideline, and he threw it to where he was.
And both of these teams trying to get a win streak together. They both win Tuesday night. The Scoopers defeated Belfouche. The Cobblers defeated Douglas for just their first home win of the season.
Yeah, this is an absolutely critical game for the Cobblers. If they don't win tonight, I think that's probably their season, even though they have 3 to go.
Yep. There's the floater in the paint by Heinert. No good. Scoopers get it back. Kano the basketball from the left elbow. That jumper is no good. Janvrin chases down the loose ball. He'll put his, get it into the front court. Cross-court pass to Jackson Miller. Now to Waylon Bimbo. Bimbo back to Janvrin. Janvrin around the screen. Gives it to Miller. Miller to Wetch in the left corner. And there's going to be a steal by Ortlib. Here come the Scoopers. Heiner in the front court. There's the pick and roll, trying to get it to the big guy, Noah Schaefer's. Instead, it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and you like the contribution of Schaefer's in the game, but he's still got kind of, I know he's a junior, but he's got kind of freshman hands, struggling to kind of hang on to the ball sometimes, and it showed right there.
Janvrin in the front court. 9-9 is your score. Janvrin trying to work it to Carlson in the low post. The ball is going to be stolen by Kano. And now we're going to get a reach-in foul. That will be on Colton Carlson, his first, team's first.
He's such a hard player, and then he just all of a sudden he turns the ball over, and then you try to make up for it somehow, some way. Oh, I can just poke the ball away here, and he ended up hacking his arm. In the front court, Petracco the basketball. And here's a steal by Janvrin. Chandron going front court. He drives, and he gets the layup for the Cobblers. You can just see it. His team was not helping him out, chasing him down, and he's like, I got this. I'm going by myself.
11-9, the Cobblers with the lead by 2. Just under 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Petrocco the basketball in the paint. Almost a steal. Waylon Benbow knocked it away for the Cobblers. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay Scooper basketball. To our left here at courtside, Hayden Ortlieb gets the ball in. Gets it to Hayden Rock. Rock back to Wormstadt, driving the baseline, kicks it outside. Williams shoots the 3. Off the mark, no good. Brandrup gets the rebound. Brandrup to Janvrin, now right side to Miller. Miller thought about a 3. Instead, he passes. He'll give it to Janvrin. Janvrin left side to Brandrup. Brandrup to Carlson, top of the key. Crossover dribble. He spins to his right. Puts up the shot, and an offensive foul on Colton Carlson, and that'll be his second.
He doesn't agree with it. He flat out ran him over.
So Ryan Wetch checks back in as Carlson has to sit with 2 personals. 68 seconds remaining here in the first quarter on the State Farm scoreboard. And it's a 2-point Cobbler lead, 11-9, right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. Driving, there's the bounce pass to Williams along the baseline. Now he'll kick it out to Rock for 3. Off the mark, no good. Janvrin grabs the rebound. He'll push the ball in the front court. Janvrin left side. Brandrup back to Janvrin. A lot of time on the shot clock, 24 seconds. Janvrin in the paint. Splits 3 defenders, puts up the shot, no good. The battle for the rebound. Scoopers come away with it into the hands of Wormstadt. Wormstadt in the front court, decides to drive and tries to bank it in, no good. The ball is tapped out. Cato gets it to Williams. Outside, there's Ortlieb for 3, and he nails it.
I tell you what, the shots aren't falling for the Scoopers, but they've got good ball movement. They can find the open shooter quickly.
Ortlieb for 3, and the Scoopers regain the lead, 12-11. We're down to 7 seconds in the first quarter. Chandler now with 4 seconds. Gets the screen underneath the basket. He just took too much time. I don't know if the Cobblers knew that the clock was winding down.
Yeah, and unfortunately for the Cobblers, Benbow, well after the clock, but he had a 3 and he dropped it. But unfortunately, that does count.
A little too late there. So on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. At the end of 1, it's Sturgis 12, Rapid City Central 11. We'll step aside for 30 seconds on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City, and also on GoCobblersLive.com.
Shop the Black Hills' best selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs at Danny Manhole Rapid Chevrolet. Many late model local trades, GMCs, Rams, Fords, imports, and more. Plus, used Chevys and GM certified pre-owned. Shop over 300 used vehicles and buy with no money down and no payments for 90 days with qualified credit. 16 local and national lenders available and all applications accepted. And we're paying top dollar for all trades, even with hail damage. See us at Denny Manhole Rapid Chevrolet or DennyManholeRapidChevrolet.com. Shop the Black.
Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth, Sales, Service, and Recreation. Dean enjoying the music here in between quarters.
Scotty J singing the national anthem the other night, did a great job. He does getting out, throwing some Beastie Boys out there, a little brass monkey.
12-11. It's a 1-point Scooper lead. They have the Actually, the Cobblers have the basketball. Junior Allen checked in. In Cobblers trailing by 1. Brandrup shoots the 3. That's no good. Heiner grabs the rebound for the Scoopers. There's the outlet pass to Rock in the front court on the near side. Hands it back to Heiner. Heiner gets to the left baseline, backs his way in on Miller. In the paint, spins to his left. Puts up a tough shot as Miller plays very tight defense. So we're going to get a whistle against Jackson Miller.
He did. Heiner, he just does a good job. He can handle the rock so well. He move all around, and Miller, give him credit. He hung with him, but Heinert's got those moves, got the little dip under, and was able to get to the free throw line.
That's the first on Miller. First team foul against the Cobblers this quarter. Ryan Heinert at the free throw line. He makes the free throw. He has 3 points in the ball game. And the second free throw is good as well. Give him 4 points in the ball game and a 3-point Scooper lead, 14-11 over the Cobblers. Allen again in the front court. Left side, they go to Brandrup in front of the Scooper bench. Back to Whiting, top of the key. Now to Brandrup. He'll fire the three. That one misses everything as it goes out of bounds. The Scoopers come away with it. Scoopers being led by first-year head coach Dan Skinner. Here's Hayden Rock into the front court. Rock crossover dribble. Gives the ball to Wormstad. He'll work around the perimeter. Far side, they go Ortlib trying to work at the Schaefers in the low post, but Wetch knocks it away. Here come the Cobblers back the other way. Junior Allen in the front court to Miller on the right wing. Miller gives the ball to Wetch on the elbow. Wetch to Allen in the right corner. Passes to Brandrup, now reverse left side. They'll get it to Miller in the left corner for three. No good. The battle for the rebound. Heiner comes away with it for the Scoopers. Heiner, they get a transfer. He came from Spearfish. Playing his second year for the Sturgis Scoopers. Here's Rock, the sophomore. Back to Heiner at midcourt. Heiner drives to his right. Gets separation now into the corner. Gets the ball to Rock. Rock down low to Schaefers. Ellen, though, trying to get the steal. But a push, though, on Schaefers.
Yeah, Schaeffer's kind of a bigger guy, and Junior Allen, not a bigger guy. So it's kind of a mismatch. He's very quick. He's got a great feet, great reaction, great quickness.
Over a foot difference between Noah Schaefers of the Scoopers and Junior Allen.
Yeah, so he's got you covered from like 4 feet up, but 4 feet below, forget it.
Isaiah Whiting in the paint, drives and banks it in for two.
He just has a nice, smooth touch, part of his attributes.
6 points now for Whiting. It's a 1-point Scooper lead. Miller gets the rebound, pushes the ball into the front court. They try to get in transition. Miller to Whiting along the left baseline. Back to Miller for the jumper. Bounces around the rim. No good. The ball is going to be tapped out into the hands of the Scoopers. Petracco comes away with it. Petracco in the front court for the Scoopers. Top of the key around the screen to the left. Gives the ball to Heinert on the right side. A long three-pointer for Heinert, and that's an air ball. It goes out of bounds, but it will stay Scooper basketball. We have 5:37 to go here in the second quarter. The Scoopers 14, the Cobblers 13. Scooper basketball. Heinert drives the right baseline. He's cut off, so he gives the ball to Petracco. Petracco puts up a shot, no good, and Wormstad had the rebound, but he was stepping out of bounds. Cobbler basketball, they only have 2 points so far in this second quarter. Junior Allen in the front court, around the screen to the right side, now back to his left. Ryan Wetch gets the ball from Allen. That three is no good. Allen gets the rebound, though. Allen to Wetch. Wetch puts it in for two.
And Wetch using it as high. Did a great job that time. Allen got the ball up nice and high. He kept it up there instead of bringing it back down.
That's 5 points now for Wetch. And the Cobblers regain the lead. Hayden Rock shoots the three in the corner. No good. Isaiah Whiting the rebound. Whiting pushes the ball in the front court. Slows down, gives the ball to Wetch. Wetch dribbles around the perimeter, spins back to his left. There's the scoop shot, and it's no good. Hayden Rock comes away with the miss. Rock in the front court to Heinert. Heinert working it down low. The ball is tapped around. Williams throwing after it. Wetch comes away with it, though, for the Cobblers. Outlet pass goes to Allen. Allen on the near side in the front court for the Cobblers. Wetch over to Brandrup on the left wing. Brandrup in the left corner. Whiting's going to fire a three, no good, and Heinert gets the rebound, and both of these teams have went somewhat cold. At the other end, Petracco drives, and he will get the basket and one.
Just absolutely out-hustling the Cobblers on that one. Petracco getting down low, and of course, Miller gets called for it because he is trailing from behind.
Ty Petracco at the free throw line. That will be the first on Isaiah Whiting. Second team foul this quarter for the Cobblers. Colton Carlson checks back in as Jackson Miller heads to the bench, as does Jet Janvrin. He'll replace Junior Allen. Ty Petracco shooting his free throw to try to complete the three-point play. He does just that. 16-15. Scoopers by one over the Cobblers midway through the second quarter. Janvrin to Brandrup on the left wing. Now they go to the elbow to Wedge, back to Whiting. Whiting trying to work it down low to Carlson, but again, it's going to be a steal for the Scoopers. Petracco works his way into the front court, gives the ball to Heinert. Ryan Heinert, crossover dribble, loses it, picked up by Rock. Rock to the top of the key, back to Heinert. Heinert pump fakes, drives in the paint, splits up the shot, and they'll call it travel on Heinert, who's kind of stuck against the defender and shuffled his feet.
Yeah, it was a wedge right there who kind of stopped him right in mid-lane. He made a great move to get there, but then all of a sudden this wall, he's like, okay, what do I do here? But he's used to it. He can make that move, but moved his feet, like you said.
Brandrup to Carlson in that left corner, back to Brandrup on the wing. Now they go to Whiting. Over to Wedge. Wedge, backdoor pass to Carlson. Carlson has this shot blocked. I think that was Williams who got a piece of it.
Yeah, he was double-teamed down there.
There's a long three-pointer by Heinert. That one is no good. Wedge the rebound. Outlet pass to Janvrin. 2-point Scooper lead. Here's Whiting on the left side. Whiting spins. Pull-up jumper is short. Battle for the rebound again. Brandrup chases down the loose ball. Gets it out to Wedge. Now to Janvrin on the near side. Janvrin to Carlson. Carlson loses the ball. Picked up by Whiting. Whiting in the lane to Brandrup. Now left corner. The shot by Wedge is no good. Cobblers come away empty. They had a couple of opportunities. Scoopers slow it down. They lead 17-15. Driving the baseline. Petracco out to Rock. Pull-up jumper by Rock is no good. Janvrin gets some air, gets the rebound. Janvrin in the front court, slows it down for the Cobblers with 2:22 to go and a 2-point Scooper lead. Cobblers left side, they go to Whiting. Whiting, cross-court pass to Brandrup. Almost over his head, he's able to corral it. Back to Janvrin. Janvrin in the lane, and a reach-in foul against the Scoopers.
Yeah, and right now the Cobblers, they just kind of, it's that time of the game where they just kind of checked out. They've got Brandrup gets the ball over here. He looks it down low. Wet says, don't throw it to me over here. And then everyone else is just standing around the perimeter and not really doing anything. They get into Janvrin's hands, and he's looking around for somebody to make a cut or make a move or a screen or something, and nobody's doing anything, so he's going to try to do it himself.
Here's Caden Matthews checked in for the Cobblers. His three from the right corner, no good. Schaefer's gets the rebound ahead to Rock in the front court. Rock kicks it outside to Wormstadt. Now back to Rock, down low to Schaefer. Schaefer has position, puts up the shot, no good. But it'll be a whistle against Jackson Miller, who's checked in.
And I kind of noticed that about the Scoopers. They actually do a pretty decent job of moving the ball around, not just sitting on the laurels. They can move it around. They can find the open shooter. They did it against the game that I watched against Hot Springs. Hot Springs is unfortunately just a better team, more athletes, and just really beat them by effort and athleticism. But it wasn't that the Scoopers couldn't shoot or anything or move the ball. They did a lot of those things well. It's just Hot Springs is just a better team.
Noah Schaefer makes both free throws, and it's now a 4-point lead for the Scoopers. Their largest over the Cobblers, 19-15, with just under 2 minutes to play before halftime. Caden Matthew drives the right baseline, and he steps out of bounds. There was a little bit of contact, but he kind of ran out of real estate and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it's the rule of verticality. Schaefer's was there. He ran into him. Matthew got the worst of it. Bounced back, like you said, bounced out of bounds.
Ryan Heinert the basketball for the Scoopers. Dribbles back to his left, passes it to Rock. Rock drives the baseline. Now they kick it to Wormstadt. Wormstadt in the lane, puts up the jumper and knocks it down. Little bit of a run here by the Scoopers as they now lead by 6. We're down to the final minute 15 of the second quarter. Connor Warren kicks it out to Allen, and he's going to hit the three.
Nice looking shot by Allen, wide open. He's seen a lot of those looks, but unfortunately he just passed it up on it. I'm glad he took that one.
At the other end, Wormstadt in the paint. His shot is short, no good. In the front court, this is going to be Jandra, and he'll go coast to coast. The shot was contested. It's no good, so Scoopers come away with it. 50 seconds remaining now here before halftime. Here's Hayden Rock, spins. There's the backdoor pass to Petra or to Oatlim, and it looks like a travel against the Scoopers. 44 seconds left. Certainly quick officials timeout to give Tegan Wormstadt a chance to tie his shoe.
And what fancy-looking shoes they are.
So is this going to stay? Those are some fancy-looking shoes.
They are just the prettiest ones on the floor right now. Kind of jealous.
Ball is going to be picked up at midcourt. Jandren left side to Matthew. Matthew to Ellen. Ellen to Brandrup. On the far side in front of the Scooper bench. Cross-court pass to Jandren. Jandren looking inside. Instead, he'll go to Matthew. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Jandren the basketball now to Matthew. He'll shoot the three. It's no good. Warren has the rebound. Backs his way in on Schaefer's. And Schaefer gets the block. Scoopers come away with it. Rock gets the ball to Heinert. The shot clock is off. We're down to 7 seconds. Heinert at midcourt. One-on-one with Brandrup. Decides to drive in the paint. Loses the ball. Brandrup comes away with it. That's your buzzer. That is the end of the first half. Probably not the look the Scoopers wanted to get in the first half.
Nor the Cobblers either. Just kind of two ugly-looking possessions. But either way, got a nice tight ball game.
On the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. We've played 2 quarters of basketball here at Howard Nas Gymnasium, and it's Sturgis leading the Rapid City Central Cobblers 21-18 in boys basketball action. It is halftime. We'll come back with the halftime show in 1 minute on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.
Building a new home in the Black Hills?
Alternative Fuel Coffee House, located in downtown Rapid City, has been a staple since 2006, offering an espresso bar, smoothie bar, and more. If food is what you're looking for, check out their menu. Using local ingredients for their drinks and recipes is their way of showing how important shopping local is. Come in and visit them during skating and patio season for the best coffee experience in town. Who's filling up your cup? Alternative Fuel Coffee House.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
And welcome back to Nas Gymnasium in Rapid City with Team Gurr. I'm Jerome Wickersham. This is the halftime show being built by Consolidated Construction. For more than 70 years, Consolidated has known that each project is more than just a building, it's a community. From start to finish, Consolidated knows that each project has a true purpose. Work with someone that was born in the Dakotas and has ingrained their business into this community. That's Consolidated Construction, online at onecalltobuild.com. Like Dean said before we went to break, a nice tight ball game here at Nas Gymnasium with Sturgis leading Rapid City Central 21-18. It was a 1-point Scooper lead at the end of the first quarter, 12-11, and then the Scoopers outscore the Cobblers 9-7 to lead by 3 here at the break. So, Dean, your thoughts on the first half by both of these teams?
Well, it's kind of a conservative type of game between both of them. I kind of already talked about the Scoopers in general, about they're not shooting the ball that well, which is probably the reason why it's only a 3-point game in their favor. I think it could easily be better than that for them. They move the ball well. They got great shot selection. Even their shooters do a great job. Good body control. When they go up for the shot, they're not kind of wild or out of control or anything like that. when they get up there. But yeah, in general, it's just not knocking them down. They're shooting only 27% from the floor. Each team having 2 3-pointers in the game, but for the Cobblers, it's kind of a little bit of the same thing all over. When they get the ball, on offense, it's like people aren't quite sure. And I'll be honest, as I'm kind of hearing myself, not myself, hearing for my own hearing, that I'm not quite sure that the players know all the plays. You kind of hear the coaches kind of yell the play out, hey, do this or something, and then nobody moves or does anything. And then they have to yell it like 2 or 3 times, like, hey, this is the play. Why aren't you moving here, getting here, do it? Whatever the play is that they yell it out there, they're not moving to kind of do anything. And, so it kind of turns into a 5-man, 1-man show. That's really what it is. There's not a lot of, screen and rolls working together. There's a few assists out there for the Cobblers, just 3 assists. But it's like, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to see if you can do something for a while. And if you can't do something, then we're going to give it to someone else and see if he can do something for a little while. And so there's just not a cohesiveness going out there, for the Cobblers. There are times in which on the floor they move the ball well. They got some good transition ball. They create some turnovers. They've created 10 turnovers, so they've done some good things out there, which is the reason why they're only trailing by 3. But they've got to be able to pull this offense together and try to be able to move the ball and score better with your scores instead of just saying, here, it's your turn to shoot the ball. You go ahead and shoot it. It's like this isn't a democratic basketball team. We just don't even it out amongst everybody. You got to have scores. Even Isaiah Whiting just isn't having too much of a game there. He's only got 6 points, but he's the leading scorer. But he showed up for a little bit, and then he doesn't seem to be out there a lot. So that's the big adjustment. I think it happens in every game because when you look at the third quarter, the Cobblers are outscored 110-49 in the third quarter. So that's not good news for them as we come out singing Footloose and good news here. They got to be able to put something together in this third quarter coming out of the locker room to come in. Otherwise, that third quarter has not been kind to them. And this could be a long game if that doesn't happen.
It could be. Again, you're listening to the halftime show being built by Consolidated Construction. At halftime, Sturgis leading Rapid City Central 21-18 in boys basketball action. Let's take a look at today's box score being brought to us by The Box. The Box is the Midwest's newest and most innovative event center, featuring native hardwood floors. They have digital scoreboards, color-changing lights. They have enormous space to host multiple sports games at once. The Box really is the premier youth sports venue in the area, but sports aren't the only thing they can host. The Box can turn into the perfect space for any of your meetings, conventions, or receptions. To plan your next event, visit thebox.live. For the visiting Sturgis Brown Scoopers, very balanced scoring by that team in the first half. They're led by Hayden Rock, the sophomore, who gets his second start tonight with 5 points. 4 points each for Tegan Wormstadt and Ryan Heinert. 3 points each for Tayton Hortlib and Kai Petracco. And 2 points for the big man, the 6'9" junior, Noah Schaefers, is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. For the Rapid City Central Cobblers, again, like Dean said, Isaiah Whiting with 6, Ryan Wetch with 5. 3 points for junior Allen as he knocks down a 3. And then 2 points each for Jet Janbrin and Colton Carlson. The Cobblers have yet to shoot a free throw in this first half, while the Sturgis Scoopers, I have them a perfect 5 for 5.
Yeah, and that's what's kind of funny because, if your shots aren't falling, you got to try to find other ways. The Cobblers do a decent job of getting to the free throw line, especially like Janbrin or Whiting will usually be kind of the players that kind of make it happen. But I'm going to go back to Carlson. Carlson has been almost like a non-factor. We needed him to be, that X factor to kind of, lift the energy level of the team and kind of, he's not a focal point of the offense by any means. He's just, a peripheral contributor. But the life that he brings, I think other players feed off of it. And right now, he's turned the ball over 3 times, and I think that's just kind of gotten to his head. And he's been almost non-existent.
And Colton Carlson the other night against Douglas came and watched that game Tuesday night. He had 12 points, a nice game, a nice solid game for Carlson that night.
He did, and we watched him against Spearfish, and he had a good game that night. And, he can be an impact player, but not all the time. And they really need him to be, because they need some more life, some more impact. If anything, just for the energy, just to get out there and, lift and kind of carry the team as far as emotion goes.
Well, we will see what happens here in this second half. We'll see if the Cobblers can come out, and not get outscored, because the third quarter seems to have been, not the quarter for the Cobblers. But we'll see what happens. At halftime, Sturgis leading Rapid City Central 21-18. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. If we have a chance, we'll go through some scores, but we'll get you ready for the start of the second half in 30 seconds on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.
Looking to spruce things up for dinner tonight? Order online or by the Inferno's Food by Fire app for your best meal in Rapid City. Inferno's has the best Stonefire signature pizzas, sandwiches, and fresh salads. Build your own pizza all while watching the latest high school or NFL action. Even better, receive a 10% discount off your next order when you mention Live Ticket. That's at Inferno's Food by Fire.
Now we want to welcome you back to the Anytime Auto Sales, Service, and Detail broadcast booth, Sales, Service, and Recreation with Dean Gurr. I'm Jerome Wickersham. It's Thursday night high school basketball on Fox Sports Rapid City. Real quickly, a score that we said earlier, but in Region 8A girls, Rapid City Christian defeats Hill City 55-49. Hayden Thornton, 23 points. Lydia Williams, 11, and Sadie Marshall, 8 for the Rapid City Christian Comets.
Just shaking up that region a little bit, getting ready for playoffs.
It is Scooper basketball to start the second half. They get the ball inside to Carter Williams, and he will get the basket +1.
And that's going to go against Colton Carlson. I said he was a big X factor. That's number 3 for him. He's going to have to sit out. That's going to bring in Jackson Miller, and just the dejected Colton Carlson goes and just sits down to the bench. Is like, dude, this just ain't my night.
And Jackson Miller comes in playing with 2 personals. Carter Williams completes the 3-point play. And again, that's the largest lead for the Scoopers right now, 24-18 over the Rapid City Central Cobblers. Cobblers going from right to left. Here's Isaiah Whiting, top of the key. Works it down low to Miller. In the post, he'll pass it out to Brandrup. He shoots the 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Williams. Outlet pass to Rock. Aiden Rock in the front court, left side to Heinert. Heinert spins in the paint, puts up the shot, no good. Here comes Jet Janvrin. He'll race into the front court. Janvrin, right side. They'll go to Whiting on the wing. Janvrin to Brandrup. Brandrup to Janvrin. Now they get it to Whiting. Whiting gives it to Miller in the left corner. Back to Whiting on the wing. To our left here. 9 seconds on the shot clock. There's the pass to Brandrup. Brandrup back to Whiting. Now Miller shoots the 3 from the corner. That one rolls around the rim and out. Scoopers come away with it. Hayden Rock in the front court. Rock gives the ball to Williams. Williams hands the ball to Wormstadt. He'll drive on Whiting, and he's going to put it in for 2. I'm sorry, on Miller. But a nice first quick step there for Wormstadt.
Yeah, and you get that first step, and it's pretty much in the dust. You're left.
Ryan Wetch at the other end for the Cobblers. Gives it to Janvrin. Janvrin bounce pass to Miller in the right corner. He'll kick it out to Brandrup. Now left side to Wetch. Wetch trying to get it to Whiting. It's thrown at his feet. It goes through his legs, picked up by Petracco. Petracco to Rock in the right corner. He'll fire the 3. It's no good. Miller the rebound for the Cobblers. Outlet pass goes to Janvrin, now to Whiting along the left baseline. Whiting stuck underneath, and he steps out of bounds. Nice defensive pressure, and maybe Williams got a piece of it, but Williams goes out of bounds.
Yeah, he got
Whiting, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he got stuck underneath there and tried to work his way out of it. He went right into a double team.
5:53 to go in this third quarter, 26-18. Now an 8-point lead for the Scoopers as they try to make it a double-digit lead. Wormstadt to Williams, now to Heinert in the low post, being guarded by Brandrup. He'll back his way in. There's a nice turnaround jumper and 2 for Ryan Heinert, and it's now a 10-point Scooper lead, 28-18 on the State Farm scoreboard.
Yeah, you kind of expected Heinert to kind of step up at some point in time. Only 4 in the first half, so
6 points overall for Heinert. Janvrin at the other end. Gives it to Brandrup for 3, and he knocks it down.
Boy, the Cobblers really needed that. Some sort of life to be lifted here in this third quarter.
28-21, the Scoopers by 7. As we approach 5 minutes to go here in the third. Here's Heinert, the basketball, being guarded by Brandrup. Drives to his left, pull-up jumper from the free throw line, no good. Lets the rebound. He'll hand it off to Janvrin. Jet Janvrin crosses the timeline. Now they go to Whiting. Pass to Brandrup, back to Janvrin. Janvrin out to Whiting. Wide open 3 is good. That's back-to-back three-pointers for the Cobblers. They trailed by 10. Now they trail by 4. Petracco to Williams. Williams hands the ball off. Now he gets it back in the right corner. Back to Rock. Now left side, Wormstadt. Over to Petracco. Down low, here's Heinert again. Spins to the baseline. Double team. Kicks it out to Williams. He'll launch the 3. That's no good. Heinert taps it out to Rock. Rock trying to work it inside, and Whiting gets the steal. Here comes Isaiah Whiting. Into the front court. In the lane. Kicks it into the corner. There's the 3 by Wetch. That one, though, hits out of bounds. 4:05 to go in the third, and a 4-point Scooper lead.
You know, I honestly thought when Whiting got that steal, Janvrin hung back because he's the point guard. I thought he was going to dish it off to Janvrin, and they were going to set up something. Instead, Whiting's like, I'm just going to take care of this. Flew in. I think he ran somebody over underneath the basket as he was dishing.
Here's Hayden Rock into the front court. And we'll see this Scooper team tomorrow night. There's Whiting with the steal. It's a 2-on-1. Miller to Whiting, and Whiting the layup in transition.
That's just a great two-man game right there. Back and forth. Whiting giving kudos back to back to Miller. It's like, hey, man, way to work with you, dude.
11 points now for Isaiah Whiting. It's an 8-0 run for the Cobblers. And there's a steal by Whiting once again.
3 in a row.
Into the front court, being guarded by Kano. Misses the shot. Cobblers had the ball for a moment as Brandrup had the offensive rebound. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay Cobbler basketball.
That's 3 straight steals by Isaiah Whiting. He just all of a sudden shows up and starts playing basketball here.
He has come alive for the Cobblers. They'll have the basketball. Jet Chandler will trigger it in. Chance for the Cobblers to tie or take the lead. A 3 by Brandrup. He shoots at the right corner.
And he's got 2 threes in this quarter, and Brandrup is carrying this team right now.
29-28, the Cobblers by 1 as they are on an 11-0 run.
They're trying to change that storyline of the third quarter.
Rock into the right corner. Ortwood, his 3 is no good. Rebound by Janvrin, and a chance for the Cobblers to add to their 1-point lead. Janvrin drives hard to the basket and puts it in for 2.
I love it when he gets those open opportunities. Coach Skinner's like, okay, I've had enough of this. What in the world is this run going on? He's got to be able to. He's got to stop the momentum somehow, some way.
2:56 to go here in this third quarter on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. And right now, Rapid City Central leading 31-28. Right now, it's a 13-0 run by the Cobblers.
Yeah, and good team effort there. Whiting doing a lot of the leading. He's got 3 steals. Brandrup drained a couple of threes, and so they're playing together as a team. This is what you like to see. This is also the Cobbler team. You're like, hey, you know, why can't these guys do this consistently? The problem is they don't do it consistently, and so they need to. They're over there, you know, the energy level, you can see it as they broke the huddle and everything, giving each other high and low fives and everything, and congratulating and
Can they keep it up? Scooper basketball coming out of the timeout. Ryan Heinert will trigger it into Hayden Rock. Cobblers going to be, or they will go with Trey Brandrup. Junior Allen, Jet Janvrin, Jackson Miller, and Isaiah Whiting. Hayden Rock in the front court. Gets around the screen to the right wing. Gives the ball to Ortlieb. He thought about driving, then he's cut off. Gets it back to Rock. Rock on against Whiting. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. We'll see the double teamed by Whiting and Janvrin. Carter Williams checks back in. He replaces Noah Schaefers. Rock will trigger it in from the left baseline. Gets it into Jacob Kano. Kano back to Rock on the left wing. Into the right corner. They'll work it around the perimeter. Ortlieb shoots the three. That one's no good. The ball is tapped out. It goes out of bounds. And it will be Cobbler basketball. So Cobbler basketball with 2:26 to go in the third and a 3-point lead. Miller to Janvrin. Now to Ellen. Back to Brandrup on the left wing. Looks like we're going to get a 30-second timeout for the Cobblers. 2:15 remaining on the State Farm scoreboard. The Cobblers 31, the Scoopers 28. While we have a moment here during this timeout, check some scores for you. Right now at the end of the first half, Rapid City Christian leading Hill City 40-32 is the score. At the end of the first half, it's Custer 52, lead Deadwood 21. And again, that's all in boys basketball action. Some finals from earlier tonight. Custer defeated Lee Deadwood 63-33 in girls basketball. And Rapid City Christian upsets Hill City 55-49 in girls basketball action. We'll try to have more scores or finals for you coming up at the end of our broadcast. Here's Junior Allen, the basketball for the Cobblers as they get it coming out of the timeout. Brandrup now top of the key, over to Whiting on the wing. Cross-court pass to Allen. 10 seconds on the shot clock, out to Janvrin. Janvrin, top of the key, wants to drive. Instead, he passes to Brandrup. Back to Janvrin, 3 seconds. Janvrin forced to shoot the three. That one just hits the side of the iron. Rebound grabbed by Heinert. Heinert to Wormstadt in the front court. Crossover dribble, spins to his right in the lane. Now kicks it out to Rock. Rock passes the ball to Kano. Kano, left side to go to Williams. Carter Williams the basketball. Right side to Rock on the wing. He'll get around the screen. Now pass it back to Williams on the right side. Carter Williams bounce pass to Heinert, being guarded in the post by Brandrup. Spins to the baseline. Tough shot, but they're going to get the foul on Trey Brandrup. You know, and Heinert's got to be able to do something. Again, he's the spark plug for this Sturgis Scooper team here, and he's really been kind of held in check here tonight. He's gotten the ball many times, but just his shooting percentage just is down, and normally he can, especially from the perimeter, he can shoot the ball. Probably the best of them out here on this floor, but now he's just trying to do some different things and working it a little inside, and not much is happening. 7 points for Heinert as he makes the first free throw. Second free throw is good as well. So 8 points for Ryan Heinert. Rapid City Central 31, Sturgis 30. Minute 15 to go in the third quarter. Here's Brandrup the basketball out to Allen, top of the key. Back to Brandrup. He's wide open for three. That one no good. Allen gets the rebound. Allen to Janvrin. He'll fire a three. And it's good for Jet Janvrin. So you can count on him for a couple of threes a game. That's 9 points in the ball game for Janvrin now. Jackson Miller's going to get the foul. So Coach Hayes got to look in the bench. All right, who's going to replace him? Because he's got 3 fouls now. 13 fouls. I think he went up and down the roster there and said, all right, who's got 2 fouls or less? So Waylon Bimbo, a 6-foot senior forward. Actually, he's not checking in yet. Well,
He wasn't at the table at the time when they were ready to inbound it. Scooper basketball with 48 seconds to go in the third. Heinert, top the key, again being guarded by Brandrup. Heinert, scoop shot, I think. He was kind of losing the ball, but we're going to get a whistle against the Cobblers. Isaiah Whiting with his second. Fourth team foul this quarter. Ryan Heinert at the free throw line, where he is a perfect 4 for 4 this evening. Make that 5 for 5. 9 points for Heinert. Connor Warren checks in, replacing Isaiah Whiting. And again, Waylon Binbo in the ballgame, along with Junior Allen, Trey Brandrup, and Jet Janvrin. Here's Ryan Heinert. His second free throw is good. Again, he's now perfect 6 for 6, and he's in double digits with 10 points in the ballgame. 34-32, the Cobblers by 2. With just 30 seconds remaining before here in the third quarter. Janvrin in the paint. Gives it to Allen. He'll shoot the three. That one off the mark. A battle for the rebound. Shapers at 6'9" gets the rebound. Shapers' outlet pass goes to Rock. Hayden Rock in the front court on the far side in front of the Scooper bench. Gets around the screen to the right side. Splits the defenders. Puts up a tough shot. No good. Here comes Janvrin back the other way in a hurry. The pass to Binbo. And now Brandrup shoots the three from the corner. That one, no good at the buzzer. But again, the Cobblers did not get outscored here in this third quarter. On the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, the Cobblers take the lead by 2 over the Scoopers, 34-32. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. The fourth quarter coming up next when we return on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City and GoCobblersLive.com.
Best new vehicles make the best pre-owned, and we have them at Denny Manholt Toyota. Certified pre-owned Toyotas. Shop a nice selection of certified pre-owned Toyotas in stock. It gets better. Get financing as low as 5.99% APR for up to 60 months on Camrys, RAV4s, and Corollas. Plus, we have a nice selection of certified pre-owned 4Runners in stock now. Shop the area's best selection of Toyotas at Denny Manholt Toyota or DennyManholtToyota.com. The best new vehicles.
Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth, sales, service, and recreation. The Cobblers outscore the Scoopers 16-11 in the third quarter. They lead 34-32. As we get set to start this fourth quarter, it will be Cobbler basketball. Thanks for joining us with Dean Burr. I'm Jerome Wickersham. Here's Jet Janvrin to Ryan Wetch on the left elbow. Now back to Janvrin. Janvrin right side to Whiting on the wing. As the Cobblers go from right to left, there's Carlson in the low post. Spins to his left and puts it in for 2. Just the fourth point for Colton Carlson as he had to sit due to foul trouble.
Yeah, limited action tonight, but he can carry this team momentum-wise.
Rocco drives the left baseline, gives the ball to Wormstad, and he's going to bank it in for 2. That's 8 points in the ball game for Keegan Wormstad. 36-34, the Cobblers by 2. Brandrup to Janvrin. Janvrin at midcourt. Left side, they go to Brandrup along the left baseline. Pull-up jumper is no good. Heinert the rebound for the Scoopers. Gets the outlet pass to Rock. Back to Heinert. Heinert drives, puts up the scoop shot, no good. Gets it back. Double team, puts up the shot, and Heinert gets the basket +1 and a chance for the Scoopers to take the lead.
Just kind of did all that on his own. He said he's got 12 now. That's 8 here in the second half, and he's kind of showing up, just like you said, just all on his own. Went right in, double team, missed shot, got his rebound, and we talked about the woes of the Cobblers and what they need to do. They got to be able to do the fundamentals of this box out, and that shows right there what happens when you don't.
That's 13 points for Heinert, and he's a perfect 7 for 7 from the free throw line. Scoopers by one with 6:40 remaining, 37-36. Jet Janvrin the basketball, and a carry by Jet Janvrin.
Coach Hayden has discussed the look almost too often.
Carter Williams gets the ball into Hayden Rock for the Scoopers. Tight ball game here, looking to come down to the wire. Rock hands it off to Williams. Williams right side goes through the hands of Petracco and goes out of bounds. So the Cobblers get it back. Here's Jet Janvrin in the front court, right side. Whiting to Wetch in the right corner. Back to Benbow. Benbow to Whiting. Now the ball is going to be stolen by Petracco, but Carlson gets it back. Carlson in the front court for the Cobblers. Gives the ball to Janvrin, left corner to Benbow. Benbow out to Janvrin, now right side to Whiting. Whiting in front of the Cobbler bench, dribbles to the top of the key. He'll give the ball to Benbow. Benbow back left side to Janvrin. He's looking inside for Carlson posting up. There's the bounce pass to Wetch. 10 seconds of the shot clock. Turnaround jumper by Wetch, no good. But Carter Williams gets whistled for his first. First team foul in the fourth quarter for the Scoopers.
That was a good find to get Wetch right there in the middle. For a minute, he was kind of stalemated. He's like, I'm not quite sure what to do now, looking in. Not quite, so, well, nobody's open. I think I'll just kind of take it on my own, and then we get to the free throw line.
Brian Wetch at the free throw line. That is and he misses the first, but that's the first free throw attempt by the Cobblers in this ballgame.
I know you talked about it at halftime, and I couldn't remember if they'd done anything in this third quarter or fourth.
And Wetch misses both free throws, so still a 1-point Scooper lead, 37-36. Heiner at the other end shoots a long three-pointer. That's no good, but we will have a whistle. That will be on Noah Schaefer. That's number 2 on Schaefer's. Second team foul this quarter. Jet Janvrin into the front court. On the near side as we sit courtside here at Nas Gym. Benbow to Janvrin on the left wing. Now they reverse it. They're going to go to Whiting in the right wing. Whiting back to Janvrin. Janvrin in the paint. Bounce pass down low. That is Carlson. His shot was blocked by Schaefer. Again, even between Carlson and Schaefer, he's got 6 inch difference there.
Yeah, and Schaefer's kind of the look when he turned around was like, yeah, ain't nothing but a thing, right?
Here's Isaiah Whiting for the Cobblers on the inbounds pass. Out to Benbow for 3, and he nails it.
Nice shot, Benbow. Hey, welcome to the game, Mr. Benbow.
5 3-pointers in the second half for the Cobblers. They lead 39-37 over the Scoopers. Here's Heiner for the basketball. He spins on Whiting, puts up a tough shot, no good. Wetch the rebound. Outlet pass to Janvrin. Cobblers by 2. Janvrin left side to Whiting. Whiting gives it to Janvrin. Now back to Whiting. Whiting in the lane. Wanted to get it to the corner. Instead, Heiner gets the rebound. 3-on-2. Petracco, but then Janvrin the steal. Janvrin ahead to Carlson, and Carlson just loses the ball.
I think he had his eyes set on that.
I think
that
so.
Rim. He's like, this is it. Kind of check over his shoulder. Who's behind me here? How am I going to handle this? And I'm not going to handle it at all.
Carter Williams checks in. He replaces Noah Schaefer. Trey Brandrup getting second checked in as well. He replaces Ryan Wetch. So Brandrup, Janvrin, Whiting, Benbow, and Carlson for the Cobblers. Almost midway through this fourth quarter and a 2-point Cobbler lead. Here's Wormstadt the ball. Wormstadt to Williams. Williams picks up his dribble, now gives it to Heinert near the scorer's table. Heinert around the screen to his right. There's the pick and roll to Williams. It goes out of bounds, and the Cobblers will come away with it.
Cobblers did a great job defending it. Janvrin and Carlson were both in on that action right there. Not fooled.
Janvrin gets into the front court. Janvrin crossover dribble. Gives it to Carlson in the left corner, back to Janvrin. And Coach Hay wants a timeout.
Yeah, he's got to do some talking here because obviously, he's got a 2-point lead. He doesn't want to throw it away. He wants to be able to come away with some points on this possession. If you lose this, you go back the other way, you're tied. It's a huge momentum shifter, so you want to keep that momentum in the Cobblers' favor. We have 3:53 to go in the fourth quarter on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. It's Rapid City Central 39, Sturgis 37. We'll step aside for 30 seconds on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Gas booth, sales, service, and recreation. It's Thursday night high school basketball action on Fox Sports Rapid City. Cobblers taking on the Scoopers in boys basketball with the Cobblers leading 39-37, 3:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Trey Brander up the basketball, left side, Benbow down low to Carlson. He has position, and he's able to bank it in for 2.
And again, the Carlson impact down there. He can work down low, and they have to be able to guard him.
6 points for Carlson now. Hayden Ross out to Williams, down low, Heinert posting up in traffic, able to put it in for 2.
Well, it was good help by Janford. He actually got a hand on it, but Heinert was actually able to work through it.
15 points now for Ryan Heinert. 41-39, a 2-point Cobbler lead. Janvrin to Whiting, back to Janvrin for 3, and it's good.
Circle around, down, Janvrin lifting his team.
10 points for Jet Janvrin. 44-39, the Cobblers by 5. Just under 3 minutes to play. Here's Petracco, the basketball, left side to Rock. He's going to launch the 3, and Hayden Rock knocks it down for his 8th point. And we're going to get a 30-second Scooper timeout.
I'll see your 3 and answer it right here. So, hey, I think this one's going down to the wire.
Absolutely. On the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. 2:45 remaining in the fourth. The Cobblers 44, the Scoopers 42. We will keep it here. We won't take a break. It's just a 30-second timeout. Which updated on the Rapid City Christian boys game. They were taking on Hill City. 6 minutes left in the fourth. Rapid City Christian 56, Hill City 50.
Hill City hanging around. The Hill City team now isn't as good as they were early on in the season. It looked like they were good. I think they beat Hot Springs and a couple of good wins early on in the season. But they had their big, tall guy who was kind of their dominant player.
He was like 6'8". Yep.
Yeah, he hurt his knee, and I don't know if he's back or he's out for the season. I don't know the extent of it, but either way, I don't think they're quite the same.
Here's Jet Janvrin in the front court. Left side. They'll go to Brandrup, now back to Janvrin on the far side. Going from right to left, back to Brandrup, down low, Carlson in the post, feeds it to Whiting. Whiting, 4-foot jumper, no good. Benbow had it for a moment, but it's loose, picked up by Petracco. Here comes Heinert now for the Scoopers, a chance to tie. Heinert into the left corner to Williams. Williams drives the scoop shot too hard, no good. Janvrin grabs the rebound. Janvrin races into the front court. Janvrin, right side to Brandrup. Now to Whiting, backdoor pass. They get it to Benbow, and he can't hold on to it as it goes through his hands and out of bounds.
It was actually a good look, a nice cut down right on the end line there for Benbow. Like you said, just can't hang on to it.
Scoopers again with a chance to tie with 1:53 to go. Chance to tie or take the lead. Heinert spins along the baseline, puts up the shot, no good. Benbow the rebound. And Wormscott throws it out of bounds on Carlson as they both hit the deck there.
A good cheerleader would have caught them, right? Instead, they just scattered out of the way. Like, I'm not getting any part of that.
Brian Wetch comes in, and then it's Cato who checks in for the Scoopers. It's Jackson Cato who's in. Petracco drives, loses the ball. Carlson gets the ball into the front court, goes coast to coast, misses the layup, Whiting the rebound, saves it to Wetch. Wetch cross-court pass to Brandrup. Brandrup back to Janford at midcourt. Right now, if you're the Cobblers, you probably want to chew up some of that clock. We're down to 1:10 with 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, it's something you want to get something out of possession, but you want a good possession out of it.
Janvrin feeds it to Carlson in the low post, back to Janvrin. He'll shoot a three, but a travel on Jet Janvrin.
It's actually, the possession looked pretty decent. They moved the ball around well. The cut across, obviously, a couple of opportunities. Maybe they passed up, and he said they want a good-looking shot out of it. Even if they didn't come away with points, a good, solid possession, and we'll see if they can play some D now.
Still 44-42. The Cobblers by 2, 50 seconds remaining. Here's Williams the basketball to Heiner. He'll shoot the long three, and it's deep for Heiner, and the Scoopers take the lead by 1.
Boy, what a great time for Heiner to show up, and been doing it in the second half, and right at the end of the game.
Janvrin the basketball, top of the key for the Cobblers. Left side to Brandrup. Brandrup rolls around the perimeter. Right side passes to Janvrin. Janvrin over to Brandrup, driving the left baseline. Had the ball knocked out of his hands. We have 12 seconds on the shot clock, and Coach Hayes wants a timeout.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to look at the 7 seconds difference between the game and the shot clock, so they got to come away with points right here. I'll tell you what, it's time for a Whiting sighting. That's what needs to happen right now. Whiting, he just shows up at times, does some amazing things, and that's kind of what they need here.
Isaiah Whiting has not scored in this fourth quarter. He does, however. Isaiah Whiting has 11 points in the ball game. But as he is scoreless in this fourth quarter. Right now with 19.9 seconds to play. 45-41, the Scoopers by 1 point after a big three-pointer by Ryan Heinert. Heinert now with 18 points in the ball game.
Right, and he had 12 of that in the second half.
Yeah, he had only 4 points in the first half.
Right, so 14 in the second half. Yeah, we knew you couldn't keep Heinert down long again. He kind of carries this team, although I think it's been a good team effort by the Scoopers tonight. Even if it doesn't show up on the stat sheet, I think they've worked together really well as a team. And they're going to have to come up with something big defensively here. What's going to have to happen really is for the Cobblers, they're going to have to, whatever play they run somehow, some way, they got to make sure it ends up with somebody underneath getting a rebound. Could be Carlson, could be Whiting. Whiting seems to be able to sneak in there and get a cheap rebound.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Janvrin the basketball.
Running in the lane.
Janvrin to Whiting. 5 seconds down. Whiting drives. Lost the ball. Picked it up. Janvrin. They will wave off the three-pointer. He made it. Janvrin did, but he did not beat the shot clock.
They're going to talk about it. I don't think so, because I had a great look. I saw through the official, through Janvrin, right at the clock, and it was a 0. It was a 0 when that shot went up, and so now they have to foul to the Cobblers and put someone on the line. They're going to foul immediately. The Whiting sighting was there. He had the ball, but he drove into traffic right in the middle of the lane, kind of fumbled it, was able to get it back, but not in time for Janvrin for shot to get off.
So we have 7.2 seconds remaining.
And it was so loud in here, it was hard to hear the shot clock go off. It just happened that I had just a great look at it. I don't have a cell phone because I had to have a look at it, but as I saw him catch the ball and shoot, I looked up, and that was clearly zeros.
So we have 7.2 seconds to go in the ball game. It's the Scoopers 45, the Cobblers 44. The Cobblers trying to win their second straight game, their third overall, if they can pull out a win somehow here in the final 7.2 seconds.
Somehow I'm going to give kudos to the officiating crew. Good job there. Normally it would be the guy that's opposite table that would have that, but he actually has a shot. So how is he going to hear or see the shot clock when that happens? But he trusted his partners who came up with it. They got together. They talked about it. They got the call right.
So it will be Wormstadt. He'll trigger it in out of the timeout for the Scoopers. They lead by one. Yep. Heinert is going to be fouled. And Heinert, you do not want. Right now, he's a perfect 7 for 7. But again, that was only the first foul. Their second team foul, and no time went off the clock.
Yeah, there has to be. And they have to be able to get a definitive one. It's got to be at least a second, I would guess. But you got to have a definitive count, and so they're going to talk about it and see how much time they think should come on. I would say only about a second. He caught it. That's
about a half a second.
About a half a second.
So 6.7 seconds.
That's pretty good in your head if you come up with a half second.
Wormstadt again will trigger it in. Gets the ball in to Heinert. And again, 5.9 seconds remaining. Another foul. That's only number 3, though, for the Cobblers. 45-41, a 1-point Scooper lead. 5.9 seconds remaining. Wormstadt again gets the ball in. He's going to be fouled by Carlson. Carlson picks up his 4th. Another second ran off the clock. And that is the 4th team foul. We will get a Scooper timeout now. This is a full timeout. So on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, only 4.8 seconds remaining. The Scoopers lead 45-44. We're going to step aside for just a quick 30-second timeout right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.
Nearly 150 years ago, Americans didn't race across the plains to settle.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
To the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth, Sturgis basketball. Heinert will be fouled. That will be number 5. So now we come back to the other end with 4.2 seconds to play, with the Scoopers at the free throw line leading by 1.
I almost think about maybe doubling him coming out and just not even letting him get the ball. Maybe working at someone else.
He is Ryan Heinert, 7 for 7 from the free throw line. As he takes his time here. And he misses the first free throw, his first miss tonight. And now we get a full timeout for Coach Skinner and the Scoopers.
Yeah, and they both got to talk about it. I would think that Coach Hay maybe would take a timeout. Well, he's probably going to set it up and say, hey, if he makes this, I want a timeout because he's got to be able to set something up.
4.2 seconds remaining. Again, the Scoopers took the lead on a 3 by Ryan Heinert. He has 18 points in the ball game. It's now 45-44. lead. Cobblers, again, they'll have over a week off. They don't play again until next Friday. For the Scoopers, they will play their third game this week, tomorrow night, taking on or hosting the Stevens Raiders.
And guess who's throwing the ball in? Your quarterback, Ryan Wetz here.
Ryan Wetz will trigger it in.
We do see Brandrup in. There it is.
There's the pass to Carlson. Carlson to Whiting. He puts up the shot at the buzzer. It is no good at the buzzer. Carlson had a chance to put it in.
He didn't. And I'll tell you what, Whiting didn't have the greatest shot. I mean, it was a great play design. It worked so well. West with the pass. Carlson got it out to Whiting. But Whiting's look, he's got a great smooth-looking shot. It almost looked like he pushed the ball a little bit, and it was flat. Normally he's got a lot of nice, great-looking arch on it. And it was just a flat. So I don't think he caught the ball as well as he wanted to.
So on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, we said this game would come down to the wire. It did just that. The Sturgis Brown Scoopers get the win over Rapid City Central. 46-44 is your final. We are going to step aside. We'll come back in 1 minute to wrap things up with our Pioneer Bank and Trust post-game show right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM. Fox Sports Rapid City, also on GoCobblersLive.com.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 AM. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
And welcome back to Nas Gymnasium in Rapid City with Dean Gurr. I'm Jerome Wickersham. We want to welcome you to the Pioneer Bank and Trust post-game show right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. Pioneer Bank and Trust is proud to support our local teams, and they want to be your trusted partner for all of your banking needs. Pioneer Bank and Trust is local. Be sure to visit them at pioneerbankandtrust.com. So a game that came down to the wire, the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. After a big three by Heinert, they took the lead and they get the win tonight over the Rapid City Central Cobblers. 46-44 is your final. With that win, the Scoopers improve to 6-10 on the season. For the Rapid City Central Cobblers, with just 3 games remaining now, they drop to 2-15. Again, a hard-fought game tonight, Dean, but and like you said it at halftime. It'd come down to the wire. It did just that, and the Cobblers had their chance. An opportunity at the buzzer just came up short.
Yeah, and you got to be able to, you got to know your opponent. They got to know that Heinert isn't the type of player, or at least you don't have the team that's going to shut him down. So he's going to come alive or whatever. And so when it came down to kind of the last opportunities there for a shot, you got to be able to get in his face somehow, some way. He didn't have the greatest shooting night. He still had 19 points, which is still quite nice, but his percentages weren't that terrific. He just took a lot of shots, especially in the first half. But you got to know your opponent and where it needs to be. And, for, like I said, for the Cobblers, it just, they fought harder in the second half. They kind of came over their third quarter woes and were able to kind of, wake up and push it down to the end. But, when it comes down to it, they didn't get that best looking shot. Like I said, Whiting has a nice looking shot. and that was like a brick. I mean, literally, you say brick just because they miss it. No, it literally looked like he was shooting a brick because it was flat and it just didn't go anywhere. And I think just, the throw from Wetch they only had 4 seconds, which is plenty of time. He got it all the way down 3/4 court. The guy caught it. Was it Carlson? Carlson caught it, so he had plenty of time for Whiting to get a good-looking shot. But, of course, he had a hands in his face, and I think he tried to just get the pass and grab it and shoot instead of using his hands. He kind of rushed it, and it just didn't work out. And unfortunately, that's the guy you want shooting it. There's no doubt that was the right player and a right play for Coach Hay to design there. But unfortunately, again, he tried to get in there a little early, maybe get a chance for a rebound, and that happened because Carlson peeled back and he actually got his hands on it and got the ball off, but didn't get it off in time. But it was really, really close. So all that went together except for, just not being able to knock it down the right way at the end. But, that's what it takes. When you get down to it, you've had to fight this whole game. You've had to try to, battle turnovers. They had 16 turnovers, did the Cobblers tonight. Only shot 37% from the floor. That's not the greatest either. So you're kind of fighting yourself as the night goes along, and, you need the big play at the end, and unfortunately it just didn't happen.
For Isaiah Whiting, too, again, like you said, he was the player you wanted to have that last shot, but he was held scoreless in that fourth quarter. Finished with 11 points to lead the Cobblers, but no points in that final quarter.
And that's kind of what the Cobblers needed to do to Heinert, but unfortunately Heinert's kind of exploded 15 points in that second half, and none bigger than that big three, and then, of course, the one free throw he had to kind of help it a little bit, but yeah, all the momentum went when Heinert hit that three.
So again, the final score, 46-44. Sturgis gets the win over the Rapid City Central Cobblers.
And that was his only three of the game.
Oh, Heinert, you're right. Yes, it's only three.
And it came in an opportune time.
It did. So let's take a look at today's box score, being brought to us by The Box. The Box is the Midwest's newest and most innovative event center, featuring native hardwood floors, digital scoreboards, color-changing lights, and enormous space to host multiple sports games at once. The Box is the premier youth sports venue, but sports aren't the only thing they can host. The Box can turn into the perfect space for any of your meetings, conventions, or receptions. To plan your next event, visit thebox.live. So looking first at the visiting Scoopers, they were led tonight with Ryan Heinert with 19 points. Like Dean said, hitting that big three there. He also went 8 of 9 from the charity stripe tonight. So 19 points for Ryan Heinert, 8 each for Tegan Wormstadt, and also Hayden Rock, who got the start tonight. And then 3 points each for Carter Williams, Tayton Ortlib, and Ty Petracco, and 2 points for Noah Schaefer. For the Rapid City Central Cobblers, led by Isaiah Whiting with 11, real close to his average of 12 points per game. 10 points for Jet Janbrin, who scored 8 of his 10 in the second half. 6 points each for Colton Carlson and Trey Brandrup. 5 points for Ryan Wetch, and then 3 points each for Waylon Benbow and Junior Ellen. So up next for both of these ball clubs, like we said, the Cobblers, they don't have quite the week off. I may have said they have a week off, but they do have to play Monday night in a game that
got added.
Yep, got added because they didn't have their game with Thunder Basin, so they added the St. Thomas More Cavaliers, and that game is going to take place Monday night. A game we'll have for you right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. But so Rapid City Central taking on, they have the weekend now, and then they take on the St. Thomas More Cavaliers in a rare game that normally they do not play the Cavaliers. For Sturgis Brown Scoopers, they turn around, play their third game this week as they try to go for the sweep this week, but they take on a very tough, or pretty tough, Rapid City Stevens Raiders team.
Yeah, and you got to be a little weary if you are the Raiders. Obviously, coming off 2 wins this week are the Scoopers, and Stevens just came off not heartbreaking because they won the game, but a last-second shot by Daylor Segrist lifted them over the kind of woeful Yankton Bucks. 40-39, I believe, was the score of that last game. So they just barely eked out a win there. So they're maybe not playing their best basketball at the moment. So here you're coming home, and the Raiders are coming down. It's going to be a tough game, no doubt, for the Scoopers. But I think hitting that big shot tonight gave them tons of confidence. Like you said, thinking, hey, we got a shot at a big 3-game winning win week.
Absolutely. So we'll see what happens. Again, we'll have that boys game for you tomorrow night. In fact, we'll have both games. The girls game starting at 6, the boys game at 7:30 tomorrow. Rapid City Stevens visiting the Sturgis Brown Scoopers right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. Let's take a look at today's highlight of the game, being brought to us by Highmark Credit Union. Did you know that Highmark Credit Union was started as Rapid City Teachers Federal Credit Union over 80 years ago in what was known as Rapid City High School? Highmark is proud to support education and our local schools. With a full range of consumer products and commercial lending services, Highmark now serves thousands of area members in western South Dakota. Consider joining Highmark. We'll make it happen. HighmarkFCU.com. This is our Highmark highlight of the game. 6 points overall for Heinert. Janvrin at the other end gives it to Brandrup for 3 and knocks it down.
Boy, the Cobblers really needed that. Some sort of life to be lifted here in this third quarter.
28-21, the Scoopers by 7 as we approach 5 minutes to go here in the third. Here's Heinert, the basketball, being guarded by Brandrup. Drives to his left, pull-up jumper from the free throw line, no good. Lets the rebound. He'll hand it off to Janvrin. Jet Janvrin crosses the timeline. Now they go to Whiting. Pass to Brandrup, back to Janvrin. Janvrin out to Whiting. Wide open 3 is good. That's back-to-back three-pointers for the Cobblers. They trailed by 10. Now they trail by 4. They'll have the basketball. Jet Janvrin will trigger it in. Chance for the Cobblers to tie or take the lead. A 3 by Brandrup. He shoots at the right corner.
And he's got 2 threes in this quarter. Brandrup is carrying this team right now.
29-28, the Cobblers by 1 as they are on an 11-0 run.
They're trying to change that storyline of the third quarter.
And again, those big threes right there. That was our highlight of the game, being brought to us by Highmark Credit Union. Be sure to visit them at HighmarkFCU.com. Let's look at today's player of the game, sponsored by Claiborne Los and Sabres. Whether it's divorce, injury, or a business dispute, when you need someone to really step up for you, the law office of Claiborne Los and Sabres is always ready. Just Google Claiborne Los and Sabres in Rapid City. Dean, for the final time tonight, our player of the game.
This is kind of a little hard to come up with. We talked about Trey Brandrup, a couple of threes, so he had a little contribution there. Carlson foul trouble a lot, but kind of came alive and really helped out in the fourth quarter to kind of help them out a little bit. Obviously, Whiting had 11 points and 4 steals, so he did a lot of his good things. But I'm going to give it to Jet Janvrin tonight. He had 10 points, 7 rebounds. He went 4 of 6 from the floor and 2 of 3 from downtown. So an efficient shooting night and some contributing rebounds for Jet Janvrin, which, he comes out, the kid plays as hard as anybody on the floor. You will love that with what he does. And so I love that, and I'm going to give it to him tonight.
So Jet Janvrin, the 6'1" senior guard, going to play for the Mount Marty College Lancers. And he is I think they're the Lancers.
I don't know.
Pretty sure.
I'll give it to you. Kudos, man.
And so I know that Jet's going to play for Mount Marty. And again, he is our player of the game, being brought to us by Claiborne Los and Sabres in Rapid City. Real quickly, again, just a couple of scores we want to update you on for the Class A boys. Some finals tonight. And I did get Matt Kearney confirmed with me. It is the Lancers.
It is a good job, Matt.
So, yep.
That's not shocking.
So you too. Rapid City Christian over Hill City in boys basketball tonight, 71-69.
Wow.
So a 2-point win there for the Comets over Hill City. Also, Custer over Lee Deadwood, 88-46 is the final there in boys basketball. In girls basketball, again, we had an upset earlier tonight in Region 8A. Rapid City Christian, 55, Hill City 49. Custer all over Lee Deadwood tonight, 63-33 is the score there. And, of course, our games here tonight, Rapid City Central gets the win in the girls game. And like we said, Sturgis gets the win in the boys' game. So just real quickly, a reminder, tomorrow night, about 5:45, we'll have our pregame show. And then 6 o'clock, roughly, it is going to be the doubleheader tomorrow night as Rapid City Stevens visits the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. The girls' game at 6, the boys' game at about 7:30. Of course, in the girls' game, Talia Porter with 1,024 points on the season. She'll try to add to that tomorrow night as the like we said, the girls' game first, followed by the boys' game.
So both the Stevens Raiders boys and girls teams here kind of scouting out Sturgis for tomorrow night. So they were sitting across the way. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting seeing, obviously, Talia Porter and what the Raiders can do. They're obviously trying to work their way into a home SODAC game. They're between like 7 and seeds like 7 and 10 right now. 7 and 11 are all grouped together. Yeah, within a power point of each other, or power point and a half or something. So a win here and a win there, and all of a sudden things are all jumbled up all over the place. So big deal.
Big deal, and of course, big game tomorrow night. So 2 games. Hope you can join us tomorrow night with the girls' game at 6 and the boys' game about 7:30. That's Stevens, Rapid City Stevens, visiting the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. And we'll have that game for you, both games, right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. Well, that will wrap up our Pioneer Bank and Trust post-game show right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. One last time, the finals tonight here at Howard Nas Gymnasium. In the girls' game, Rapid City Central defeats Sturgis 58-23. The Cobbler girls have now won 3 in a row, and it is the Sturgis Brown Scoopers holding on for the win tonight over Rapid City Central. In boys basketball, 46-44 is the final. Again, this has been high school basketball action on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City. For Matt Kearney back at the studio, and for Dean Gurr, I'm Jerome Wickersham. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you back here tomorrow night for more basketball action right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. Have a great night, everyone.